We go. Opportunity of the year for Sleepy Joe right now. He's got Dr. Giggle Fight playing with him here today. We'll see how this guy performs. He's using the Takimura car, so don't have too much hope in him, I can't say. This guy right here in the Romanian flag is looking pretty gay himself, so really the competition is looking piss poor. And it looks like Sleepy Joe probably will be running away with an MVP title. Live Endo is the team name, playing the rigid marbles. Those kind of marbles probably aren't going to be working too well if you try to use those types of marbles, so much better to be using normal marbles that are not rigid and are very circular. Sleepy Joe's teammate, Dr. Giggles, continues to not do anything. That's one of Sleepy Joe's biggest pet peeves. If this guy runs down the clock all the way, Sleepy Joe will just throw the match. And it looks like he's not going to be doing that right now, so that's good. And here we go, Dr. Giggles, Sleepy Joe against the rigid marbles, wearing the blue pennies. Here goes Dr. Giggles. Nearly gets a good win on that opening tip, but Sleepy Joe had to retreat. Now it's Sleepy Joe down the right channel. Lofts it over. Oh, good play in the end by the blue team. Dr. Giggles wings it back. Sleepy Joe gets 100 boost, and now he can drive that through to the middle. Right down Broadway there for Sleepy Joe and Dr. Giggles, and it's 1-0. Just like that, as easy as you like. Hopefully they can get a little bit more of that going for the rest of this game, because you'd really like to see them go after this one and go get a couple of goals. Here's Sleepy Joe. Tries to loft that one, doesn't get it past the post. That will be a poor ball for sure. Dr. Giggles gets burned pretty bad there. Sleepy Joe tries to flick it past the post. He couldn't do it. Dr. Giggles has to do better before that ball comes in, though. This one right here was not good enough from him, but Sleepy Joe as well, not very good. He is one of the ones with the best first touches around, though. That one's no schloop either. Dr. Giggles. Can Sleepy Joe win it? Oh! And that's going to be a lot of trouble. That's going to be a lot of trouble. Dr. Giggles, what a rotation back by him. Great play, great hustle, great heart. Love to see those things, even if the abilities aren't necessarily there up to snuff. And it's Sleepy Joe who just possesses the ball so coolly. Oh, and he thought Dr. Giggles was coming, and Dr. Giggles wasn't coming, and now it's really hectic in the back. That's a good pass back. Dr. Giggles takes it. There goes Dr. Giggles again. Sleepy Joe picks it up on midfield and drops that down into the bottom left corner. The bottom right corner, I should say, and now they're able to rotate that through. Ball comes up in the air. Sleepy Joe rums it off the right side wall. Big return hit coming. It does come. Sleepy Joe wins it right back, though, and takes it right back himself. Here he comes, doing one of those patented high-pressure situations. And here we go. And it's Sleepy Joe who rocks in a nice demo right there. And this is Dr. Giggles. Sleepy Joe just falling backwards. Again, he has to rotate back. You hate to see it. He is one of those players that does prefer to stay on the front foot with his attacks. Dr. Giggles has Sleepy Joe sitting there in the middle. It's not going to get to Sleepy Joe, I don't think. It's well defended in the end. Oh, and Sleepy Joe gets burned. It's unfortunate. Dr. Giggles wasn't rotating back nearly fast enough either. Look at this rotation, it's poor. It's really poor there. All right, and it's really time for Sleepy Joe to start spreading his wings. He's had a very poor start to this one. He just does get that ball out. And then he gets jacked up. Referee hasn't been calling anything in this match. Oh, and Dr. Giggles has to at least try to get the ball, even when he doesn't have boost. Oh, that's trouble. Sleepy Joe throws a huge block on the goaltender there. And then he goes out the doggy door with such a class clearance right there. And he has no boost either, but he's not a slouch and he will not give up for the faith of his country and his people. All the fan base and Sleepy Joe University. Fakes that hit. Uh-oh. Why would he not let that ball go through? Why would you touch that ball on the back post on your own defensive half? That is crazy, crazy play by Dr. Giggles there. Sleepy Joe beats one. He couldn't get by the second one though. Sleepy Joe driving this one all the way. Can he find Dr. Giggles? Right there for him. No, it's not to be. Sleepy Joe denied on the doorstep. Just 1 minute to go, really. Dr. Giggles' horrible turnover leads to a third. This guy is absolute freaking garbage. Look at this turnover here. Just a fucking beautiful pass there by Dr. Giggles. Let's see what Sleepy Joe can do to pull this one back in. Dr. Giggles already trying to give up. It's such a losing mentality. Expect nothing else from him though.